Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe Happy Hour. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kelly Love Letters here with me today. And we're going to talk about all things stationery and fun things in the community. Join us this evening with a drink, and we'll share something new, something old, and something in our shopping cart. Hey Kelly, how's it going?
Hi April, it's good. I also wanted to say at the beginning of this episode that yes, we took a week off last week and I was kind of having some depression going on and April was really busy and I was really busy and it was just all this stuff and I'm glad that everybody understands and we're going to have a super awesome special episode today.
I know, I feel like we came back feeling very refreshed. Although at the end of
Yes.
the episode, I'm going to share a news or maybe an update that's going to totally contradict today's tone. Or should I just say it
Yes.
now beforehand? Well, I'll mention it at the beginning and I'll mention it at the end again.
Sure.
Basically, we've been running the Station Cafe for over a year and a half. This almost 2 years actually, because we started in October 2019. And
Yes.
with all that's been, going on with both Kelly and I work-wise, it has just come to a point where me, April, kind of want a longer break. And last week was sweet. It was
Yes.
very, very nice. So
Yep.
I am taking the liberty and a little bit selfishness in it as well to share that, I think I'm going to put the Station Cafe on a small vacation between August 16th all the way to
Hmm.
September 12th. And that's because I will probably see some of you at the San Francisco Pen Show. I will probably see
Yes.
some of you in New York City in the upcoming vacation that I have during the Labor Day weekend. And prior to that, just a lot of work to be done on my personal end to get ready for those two big events. So
Yes.
again, asking for everyone's understanding. We love doing this every week, but
Yes.
it's really kind of out of my control to be able to record every week for the next 4 weeks or so.
We should also mention that that does not include Patreon stuff. We're still
Exactly.
gonna do Patreon stuff.
Yeah, this
But
is
we're just
only for the
yeah.
podcast. The
Yep.
Patreon things that we share will resume as usual, like it was never interrupted and won't be. But just for the podcast portion, we will be taking a teeny bit hiatus, and I will probably say this again at the very end.
Yeah.
But anyway, Kelly, what are you drinking today?
So I took my sweet time this evening. I'm making some of that tea from Adagio. It literally had sprinkles in it. It's like it's black tea.
With sprinkles in it, like a cake, like a birthday cake?
Yes. So
Love
I'm having
it.
a good time.
Well, I was again super busy and literally just actually ran up here from catching the latest episode of Vincenzo, which is that Korean drama that everyone else in the
Oh.
world had watched already, but I have not yet. So just water for
Oh.
me today.
Nice.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we have a busy episode today. It's probably gonna
we
be
do.
a long one because we missed out on covering the Hobonichi preview
Oh
release
yeah.
with our
Well,
little
and
break.
this is something that is just happening every day because that's how Hobonichi likes to tease us, but yeah, there's been a few bangers coming out.
And a few downers as well.
Yes. Yes, a little bit
So
of each.
we're gonna go through them. So basically, what we're mentioning is the Hobonichi preview calendar that they do every single year right before the official launch on September 1st, where they review all the cover designs. And
Mhm.
they tease us by releasing little news every day since August. And like on the it's kind of like an advent calendar sort of stuff, and you
Yes.
won't know until that day off. And so far, usually they start off with like, oh, how do you use a Hobonichi? What size to choose? The usuals, and then we get like a nice letter from, I said nice email, a nice letter, nice message from Shikesato Itoi, which is
Mhm.
the director or the creator of Hobonichi essentially. And it was very very touching. Did you read it in its entirety?
I actually didn't read it.
the, the whole part about handwriting, so he really focused on like, handwrite, the everyday experience, and the fact that it allows you to kind of look at your failures and then accepting them as kind of a necessity to keep moving forward. And that, like, as I read towards the end, I was just like, oh, Itoe-san, you did it again. This is amazing.
I do really like that sentiment. I need that in my life right now.
Yeah, I highly recommend everyone go and check out August 2nd's event, which is where he shares like a lengthy post talking about his intentions for the year, what he wants to, share with the users and the lovers of Hobonichi. And I feel like it sets a really awesome tone. Okay, August 5th, Hobonichi store exclusives. Kelly, what do you think?
The store exclusives, yes. Okay, so I am really not excited about the spoon.
I'm like, yes, the not scary bear is back.
It's like, why? But then of course I think back to my first year that I bought a Hobonichi, which was 2017. That was the toast plate.
Yeah, that's about to say.
I thought that was like quirky and cute and kind of useless. I guess this is the same way.
And the dice that allows you to choose your menu with the egg or like the chicken or whatever. That one's kind of useless. And then there was that year with the not scary bear debuted as like a little
See, I like that.
That one's
I thought that was cute.
And I thought I love how they reintroduced it in the form of the illustration. I mean, it's the illustration on the packaging. But this year,
yeah, that is cute.
They are giving people who usually buy the book sets, I think that, if you buy a Hobonichi or like the notebooks, you get not just the pens, but this tiny little spoon that is made with like the real materials that they make real spoon from this really cool village or like location that specializes in making spoons. And it is a little accessory charm thing, and I thought it's so charming.
Like I can see it, but I also don't care.
Well, that year when they came out with the hyaku, the little poems.
Oh
in
yeah,
the form of the
that was.
card.
I have one of those.
Well,
I thought those were cool.
A lot of people don't care about that.
That's true.
I rather I like this as opposed to that card set, because that one really felt like there was a need, a function for it, and you can't really use it any other way. But this one is so useless. It could be used everywhere, in my opinion.
That's true, yeah. And it is really cute. What is the whole premise like? It's reminding you to scoop up happiness or something, some crap like that. It's really cute though.
I love it. And then you can put it on like a necklace or put it in a charm on your like Hobonichi, like especially those with the zipper. You can like put it on the zipper. Yeah.
See, when I saw the picture of the woman wearing it as a necklace, I'm like, you would never do that.
I would do that in a heartbeat. Watch me next year at a certain event with like the spoon hanging off my neck. But yeah, you're right. Like that you'll be able to scoop up your hopes. And I love how in
it's super cute.
The little disclaimer, it says, please don't use this to like eat or drink with it. Like don't use it as a real spoon. I would eat yogurt with this.
Yeah, sure, spoon on the go.
Spoon of like cereal or something.
A single Cheerio would fit in there.
So whoever had the toast pan, it would go together well as a nice set, in my opinion.
That's true. That's not wrong.
Okay, moving on. The day free illustrations. Okay, we're on the same page here.
So yeah, that is one of the things I wanted to share with you so badly, April, because I was like, Shinsuke Yoshitake is the best, and all I'm gonna say is there's so much more coming, and you have no idea. I'm really excited.
Or her? I forgot. Is the artist a woman or a man?
I thought it was a man.
Maybe a man.
Shinsuke sounds like a dude name.
Well, I feel like Japanese names, you never know. But this
Or is
guy,
Shinsuke his last name? Yoshitake. Oh man. Now I feel bad. I don't know.
anyway, this guy draws these whimsical little characters, and they were
Hmm.
featured back in. He did a cover design for the spring release of the Hobonichi, or was it no, not the spring release, like the full year release. He did like a picnic one that was a special one,
Hmm.
but prior to that, he had illustrated for Hobonichi's like how to use pamphlet. You know how there's like little characters doing little funny things, and it's so charming, and I'm so happy to see him come back and do like
I
a little
know.
special collab feature, especially with the day free. So now I can anticipate every day. I'm buying one, by the way, just
Oh
because of
hell yeah.
this. Every day I can flip and see like cute little character illustrations that he does. We both bought the book, right? The one where
Hmm.
the book that he
Yeah.
illustrated about like this bookstore.
Bookstore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the world of bookstores, and it's all
Hmm.
these like fantastical, silly, different scenarios where books are like existing in interesting ways. And
Yeah.
so I've always been kind of obsessed with this kind of like childish but also
Yes.
cute illustration. So really, really excited.
Yeah. It is so exciting. I'm so hyped for him.
The theme is called Today's Adventure. So I think he's going to draw this little boy just kind of like going around meeting things and stuff. But super cute. Super cute.
Yeah.
Okay, and the downer, this day free illustration is actually announced on the August 8th, and then on
Hmm.
August 7th was the announcement of what the elusive, mysterious
Oh geez.
Hobonichi no Oto means. And
Okay.
it's okay, let me premise it. Shout out Siwa. He was, because I was like, what is the Hobonichi note? Well, I read the English version, it says note, and I was tweeting about it, and then Siwa came by and was like, oh, I don't think it's a note. They spell note to like noto with like the
Hmm.
long dash in between. And the
Yeah.
way they wrote the katakana, it says no oto, which means the sound of. So he was saying that it's not a notebook, but then now, like as it comes out, I was like, yes, he wants a notebook.
Psych.
Psych.
No, so okay, I'm gonna just say I had a girls' weekend and I was getting a little tipsy and I messaged I video chatted April and I
She
was like,
drunk
April,
text me.
what's happening? What is this? Because I'm like with my friends like looking at this and they don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm like, you guys, why did Obanichi do this?
Kelly is so frustrated, and yet I message her back. Well, you know you're gonna get one, right?
I mean, they're only like what 250 yen or something.
All
So
right. So this year, Hobonichi usually announce something new each year. Actually, I forgot what was new last year, but this year a new item, like a new product line, literally, is the Hobonichi Note, and it's a B5-ish size notebook with ruled lines. But the ruled was actually an interesting new kind of like invention on how the ruled is drawn. Like they're actually broken up by these little spaces, or that seems to imply like dark grid,
hmm.
but basically it breaks up the line so it's easier on the eye, and it's intended for, I feel like, for school children, because
Right.
these are they have like a very like single color palette cover.
Hmm.
It's ruled line, and it's like 7 millimeter wide
Hmm.
ruled lines, and they're like about 30 pages each. Only cost about 297 yen, just like around
Mm-hmm.
like $3-4 ish, I would say. So not that expensive. So I assume. Oh, they confirm it's not Tomorrow River paper. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
just a B5 notebook.
But
And
also, what are you doing, Hobonichi? You don't need to do that to make money.
hey, what if they need to do that to make money? You know, like the
uh,
school age demographic market is is big, and now you automatically think about like Kokuyo campus notebooks, right?
mm-hmm.
When it comes to these kind
Totally.
of grade school rule notebooks. But they maybe want a piece of the pie, and so they were like, hook me up, and I think actually someone approached them to do it. This person who
Oh.
designed and created and patented this
Mm.
design, and her vision was that she wants to leave something for the children of Japan. Like that's the legacy she wants to leave, and then she approached Hobonichi, and then they did it together. And then you know how Hobonichi's been doing that whole Hobonichi school initiatives across their original. I guess you don't
Did
know,
I
but
know
like,
that?
well,
I
it's
don't know.
not really within their stationery line, but 1101, like the Hobonichi
Mm.
company itself, had many different initiatives. Like they're a media company, they sell other goods with other brands, and then they also set up this kind of like uh, I wouldn't call it a subsidiary, but more like a project within the brand called Hobonichi School, where they invite like people in different fields and then hold lectures, and then you can like learn from these things. It's kind of like
Well,
online
that's
things.
cool.
So I feel like they've been trying to go many directions. Aside from developing lifestyle clothing to like stationery
Hmm.
goods and like some educational elements, and so I think Hobonichi Node is very aligned with the education
Hmm.
sector they're aiming for. And it gives them a little bit of a profit margin by selling it in like Loft, or
Right,
I
totally.
mean they have it in at Loft with their Hobonichi stuff. So they would,
And I will say, like, I guess it does make sense because you know how many moms buy Hobonichis, and
I
so they're gonna be
know
like, "Oh, cool! Like, I can buy my Hobonichi, and then I'll pick up some notebooks for the kids." Like, okay,
exactly for
so
for their
all right.
studies and stuff. And 7 milliliter is pretty wide, I think, compared to the Hobonichi grid, which is like 3.4, 3.7 milliliter. So
Hmm.
it's definitely intended, I feel like, for an audience that has bigger handwritings and usually kids, I guess. Um, but I would also think that people here, I think American like handwritings are big in general compared to Asian, like compared to Japanese
Yes.
handwriting. So maybe that's a good fit. The only downside is that you can't buy these together with the September release. They are
Right.
developing it for November, so if you do want to get some, you have to consider the hold option, which is always complicated,
Right.
or wait till later this year and make a separate order.
Well, and with that being said, this was something I, as a, you know, working with a US retailer, I did not know about this, so I'm wondering if they're going to like let US retailers order this when it comes out in November.
Oh,
I'm not sure though.
ooh, like if
Get back to
Ocean
me on that.
could carry it or something like
Right.
that.
Yeah, that would be cool if
That makes
possible.
sense. That
So,
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of
So
a
then
disappointment for Kelly, but for me, I feel neutral about it. And then the next one, so this was actually yesterday, August 9th.
mhm.
They start releasing the cover information now, and the first one they release is, bam, Michael Jackson.
Which, seems random,
Like
but
cringe a
a
little
little
bit.
cringy. But it also, I feel like there's like the demographic I could see liking that is people maybe slightly older than me in the US. With like, I don't know if Japanese people really care about Michael
No,
Jackson,
no.
but
I apparently Michael Jackson is huge in Japan. Um,
oh, well,
so
that's so much from what I know.
well, you know how like I sent you that message like, "Hey, it's Michael Jackson," and then you're like, "Oh, cool," and then I'm like, "But doesn't he have that negative connotation, right? Like with all the allegations
Yes,
against him,
yes,
and although he was proven not guilty, there was still enough of a case to have people think of him otherwise. I guess
right.
there's even like
Yeah.
documentaries. But hey, I want to share my perspective as a person
Hmm.
who just came to the US in 2015. I knew
Hmm.
nothing about all this. Like, Michael Jackson
Oh,
in Asia is just like musical legend.
popular.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
music legend, like creates these trends. The all the allegations and all the horrible stories and the things that
Hmm.
surrounds him, I don't think it reaches really far outside of the US.
Interesting.
Like that's not top of mind when I think Michael Jackson. Well, obviously now being here, learning more about it and the cultural nuances, and especially with these days, like the whole societal movements, it's
Mm-hmm.
really easy for people to immediately be like, nah, this is not a good look. This is not.
Right.
You don't want to be associated with that. You there is enough to feel like that's not a good, yeah, person to highlight or spotlight. But
Right.
Japan, I don't think they see it that way. Apparently,
Uh-huh.
I even looked up this news. Apparently, right after the allegations, like when he got really, really like bad, like reputation
Mm-hmm.
wise in the U.S., the first place he went to tour is Japan, and they welcomed him with like
Oh,
open arms. Like
interesting.
they don't care.
Yeah. I
so
mean,
so
yeah,
yeah.
it's a whole thing that I think me and probably a lot of other people don't really know what to think about it. I haven't really delved deep into the, you know,
Mm-hmm. The
research
the
about
rabbit
that whole thing.
holes.
But what I do know is like a lot of people really love his music. I really love his music. It's pretty fantastic. So that's why I could see like, some kind of old school people being like, "Yeah, Michael Jackson," you know.
And then the younger people like, ew, Michael Jackson, right?
Right, right.
It's just so, yeah, it's very polarizing, and
Mhm.
I think the issue is Japan did not know or think that far. Like
Right.
they really put him on a pedestal, and that's why they didn't even consider it, is what I think. Like they didn't
Mhm.
even consider it to be an issue until the recent backlash. Like just within the past days, their Instagram was like kind of flooded with English comments, like, how can you do
Ooh.
this? Like, this is so tone deaf, and like it's just so bad. And then in the Facebook groups
Mm.
as well, there's always a lot of discussions because people want to share their opinions. And I think it's valid, but all that conversation aside, one, I would love to see how Hobonichi responds to this because I
Yeah.
think this is basically kind of evidence that um, hey, what do they think about the US market and the audience's opinions?
Mm.
Or do they not
Mhm.
care? Because obviously, I think Japan and China is probably the bigger market here, and they love Michael Jackson. Like, not many people know about that.
Right.
And two, I don't think the cover is nice. Like, I think the design's
No,
kind of ugly.
the cover is quite gaudy in my opinion. It's like, oh geez. It kind of seems like it was designed to hang up in an American diner or something.
You're right, like
Like
the circular treatment of the LPs, like um the whole arrangement and then picking the album titles with like his profiles on it.
yeah.
I, yeah, it felt very scrapbooky. but
And we
I
all know we don't do that here.
but I could see, like hardcore music fans in Japan
Right.
being like, add this to my collection. Like,
Totally.
they love everything. But maybe I think a part of the Japanese culture is very into the gaudiness of like idolizing
Yes.
fans and then putting them on like across everything. So yeah, it's an interesting review, and the fact that they made it their first one, I think,
I know.
made
Yeah, that was weird.
quite an impact. They probably thought, oh yeah, everyone's gonna love it. It's like not everyone loves it. In fact, some people really, really hate it. So
Yeah.
I'm curious. I sent an email. I sent an email to Hobonichi. I was like,
You did?
I did. I was like, hey, as a longtime fan, I just wanted you to know that this this cover is sparking some intense conversations. Here's the screenshots of like the comments that people have that I don't know if you know.
Mm.
I'm curious how you guys think about that. I was literally like, I want to know what you guys think, or if you guys don't know, I would like to share that this is a thing and people take it
Yeah.
seriously. So let's see if I get a response, and if I would like
Yeah.
I would update in Discord or something.
Totally. Yeah, I'm
like
curious about that.
let's see what they say. But today, as of the recording, it's August 10th, and today's review was just dropped.
And it is, okay, this is what I've wanted to talk to everybody about this whole time. The Animal Crossing covers.
Oh my gosh.
So
Oh.
first of all, I just want to say we've been talking about it in our Discord like just an hour ago, and it's interesting to me that quite a few people are like not into it, but then there are people like me that are like, yes, let's buy all of them, and then some of our friends are like, oh, I appreciate that they did that, but I like maybe it was too busy for certain people, or they would prefer to like have different villagers on it. Personally, I just love that Isabelle is standing there welcoming you to your planner every day. And just telling you to like, it's Wednesday, take it easy, do your best. Like,
I love it.
it just brings back all the memories of like struggling through COVID and visiting fake animals every day.
Wait, are they even animals? I guess they are. Villagers.
Yeah. What do you think about it, April?
I like it. I actually like it. I'm a little bit like, oh, they didn't do the newer art style of the Animal Crossing New Horizons series. This one reminds me of the Animal Crossing New Leaf series, kind of the way the graphic is. But it's not like that much of a vintagey style graphic to make it feel like a little bit too old. Like, I feel like it's kind of right in between. They might have redone the art and stuff, but well, first thought was like, isn't this like 2 years too late? Like, if they had come out during the COVID, oh my god, Hobonichi would immediately gain like tenfold the followership and acknowledgement. But I still think people are gonna like snatch it up. This one is so cute. I love how they expanded all the green parts to show more depth to the village viewpoint. Usually there's only like a little bit and it goes into the horizon because it's like a globe kind of stuff. And what was I gonna say? Did you know that Hobonichi did collabs with Animal Crossing before? They made the you know how Hobonichi did the tummy belly warmer thing?
Yeah.
They made Haramaki or something.
Not temaki.
That's like a sushi. No. They made one of like Animal Crossing characters before, and then you have KK Slider like warming your bellies. This is like back in 2014 or like maybe even 17.
That was before I was a user.
So they had histories of doing this, and I'm like, whoa, no wonder like they did it again. Like, that was one of the collabs, and then before I think they did some sort of gaming stuff with the New Leaf thing. So it's not new. Like, Hobonichi had done it with Nintendo before, and they probably since last year was like, okay, we have to jump on it again. Like, Itoi-san, use your connections, because I bet he's the one with the connection. Him developing Mother 2 and stuff. So I'm like surprised at first. Once I dig deeper and understand their past collabs, I was like, I'm not surprised at all. But the question is the other sizes going to be a different design? Did they say anything about that? Because this is the A5 design. And
am I allowed to say anything? Because I don't know if I am.
So no. All right, you can tell me later. But I think a lot of people will be like, is there an A6 to this? And is it a different design? And then also, is there going to be a week's version of this? Because it's going to get all the planner girls in the planner community.
Seriously, the moment, so picture me at work being all excited. Actually, no, I wasn't at work. Alicia sent me an email when I was at home. It was super late at night, and she was like, should I send this? Okay, I'm going to send it because it's Kelly. So I'm sitting there scrolling through this catalog, and then I'm like, Animal Crossing! And my mom is like, oh my god, what is happening? Like, I don't even care what it looks like. I'm gonna get
killing you to not say anything.
It was.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad it got released so I can talk about it.
And then hindsight, looking back at the preview calendar, the
Mhm.
whole design of it, each year I tore apart every single art
Oh, yeah.
element because I always think it's clues. Like it's either the basic color clues or like the designs are the clues. Like you remember that year when like they boldly did like Shinsuke's like picnic
Mhm.
design and no one thought
Yes.
much of it and that ended up being the entire cover design. So let's
Yes.
take a look at the calendar and look at that guy sitting on that island. Like that looks like the Animal Crossing island.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
my
not
god.
wrong.
Blatant clues. And now I'm like, what, Yellow Submarine? Are they gonna do another Beatles cover? Because there's one of that too. Um I like this design. I like the Animal Crossing collab a lot. I
Oh,
love that it features a little yellow tent. You
I
know, the
know.
1 day experience on Animal Crossing only on that first day, because you don't see that anymore, right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess the new villagers that come by, but that's a bigger tent. It's not the
Well, and then there's the
cute.
question of what is the back gonna be like?
And what's the inside gonna be like?
I know, I really want to see the inside so bad. So I haven't seen the inside or the back of any covers, so it's
Because
gonna be just as much of a surprise for me.
on the front, there's like a few of your usual characters and the
Hmm.
villagers, and there's that
Daisy
darn it,
May.
the Izame, the turnip selling lady there, and then I'm like forgetting all of their names, like
Well,
raccoon
there's
guy,
KK Slider, Timmy and Tommy.
Timmy and Tommy,
Isn't that
Tom
Alfonso?
Nooks, Alfonso.
Is
I don't.
that the alligator? Maybe I'm
Is
wrong.
there Marshall on it? Right? Is Marshall
Marshall.
kind
Oh
of?
yes, Marshall's up there.
Mm-hmm. The
I
Mallard
think.
Dark. What's that one? Oh, and then
Oh, I know that.
what's
I
the
know,
blue
but I don't.
squirrel? The blue squirrel.
Is it? It's like Blitz or something? No. Oh
Darn
man,
it.
we're so bad.
We're
Hey,
so
to be
bad at
fair,
this.
I didn't have any of these villagers on my island, so don't at me.
Me neither, actually. um, but it's so. I think this is going to be one of their most popular
Oh,
ones.
okay. Wait. Here's the most important part. The Techo covers will come with bonus schedule stickers. Are you serious? Buy both sizes.
By both sizes.
I don't know. I'm trying to talk myself out of doing that, but then the lifestyle photos are gonna just attack me.
This one already attacked us a little bit. You know, just seeing the grass. Why I'm so excited just seeing the grass.
It's
It's
so
just sitting on.
cute.
We spent a lot of time on this cover, but
We did.
I
We
just
really
read
did.
I just read the name of it. It says, "What shall we do today?" Is the name of
So
this
cute.
cover. I love
I mean,
it.
remember when we had your bachelorette party on Rainbow Holics Island?
Oh my god, yes. What shall we do today? Let's do that. I love the name because that's the sentiment, right? Like each day you boot up and then
Hmm.
you go on and do your regular repetitive chores, but it's kind of like, what shall we do today? I thought that was pretty genius, and I think does it completely redeemed itself on the Michael Jackson controversial launch?
Yes.
Yes, I think so too. I think so too. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm just kind of like, wow. They came out with two very powerful releases just on the first 2 days, and
Yep.
according to Kelly's like face, she's like, "There's more to come." So I'm just like,
Oh my god,
"Ooh."
there is so much more. Of course, there's no idea or there's no way of me knowing what they're gonna release next, but oh my god.
All right, let's move on to the regular
Okay.
programming, which took a
All
while
right,
to
I guess
get
we
there.
can do that like an hour later.
Starting with new items.
Yes.
I'll go first. I saw this on one of my favorite Taiwanese stationery store Instagram, My Dear Forest,
Mm-hmm.
or actually just Dear Forest, DEER, like 3 E's, RFOREST.
Dear.
Forest. She's friends with Lovely Room, and she used 3 O's in
Mm.
her spelling of room. Anyway, it's like a Taiwanese stationery fun thing. So 1/1 Studio, I think, is one of the a stationery shop turned brand think shop slash brand in Taiwan, and they make inserts. They basically make a lot of different kind of notebooks, and they kind of look for interesting paper to bind into notebooks. So they make like bank paper notepads. They make Tomoe River paper notebooks in different sizes, and then they recently came out with this really colorful insert in A5 slim size and then like the passport size, and it's basically rainbow colored paper from this brand Yamano. Not Yamamoto. It's a new one, I think. It's a
Hmm.
Japanese paper company, um, and there's essentially six main colors in this. There's pink, gray, green, I think yellow, coral, teal, and then intersecting it are vellum paper. So you get just super
Mm.
interesting paper color variations as you flip throughout the whole insert. And I think it's great for collaging, especially for people who loves to like put down washi tape, put down some ephemera, and do little snippets per page. This is such a like
Mhm.
a colorful way to kind of break out of the box as opposed to just a regular insert. For I don't know, this insert you can put in like Trevor's notebook or any other, I think,
Mhm.
A5 slim cover notebooks, I
I
think.
really love that the covers are like a plain kind of light gray because it's so unassuming because when you open it it's like rainbow.
Exactly, it is so pretty. I think I kind of want to get one, so I might ask my sister to help me pick one up.
Yeah, maybe you should ask her to pick two up.
I'll hook you up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's something new in my radar this past 2 weeks. And you?
So, all right. This is, I think I'm talking about this one first. No. Oh, yes. Okay. So, everybody knows Himekuri, those sticky, like week at a time themed calendar sticker things. What are they, like an inch by half an inch?
Yeah.
Um, that everybody knows, everybody talks about. So, cute things from Japan, while releasing a ton of other cute stuff, by the way. Don't go there if you want to save money.
The Sumiko
Um,
Gurashis. Oh my
oh god,
gosh.
I can't even talk about that. So, so this is a day-free Himekuri sticky calendar, which I was like, how is that gonna work? Is that just like stickers? Sort of, yes. It seems like the designs are a little bit limited. What it looks like there's like one, two, three, four,
Like
like 10
10.
10 designs per theme. They've only got a cat theme, a travel theme, and a watercolor theme.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got, like, in the traveler's notebook calendar inserts, you guys might know what I'm talking about, where they have like the unfilled in digital
Mm-hmm.
8
Yeah,
to, like, so you
the
can fill in your own digital clock looking thing.
right.
Um so it has like a space for the month and the space for the date, so you can kind of fill in your own date, and then you don't have
Mm.
to, cuz the thing about Himekuri is if you don't use it every single day, you're going to, like, it's going to be useless cuz it's only good for the day that it says.
I know. I had to skip like 2 whole weeks without realizing I did not tear
Yeah.
off any of the Himekuri. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So these are I mean, the cat, of course. I love that there's one where the cat's like tearing the toilet paper off the roll.
Also, there's a cat theme one. Oh, and a travel
Yes.
theme and watercolor. So three sets of day
Yes.
free little tear
So you
off.
could just get all 3 sets of the day free and be good.
Oh. And because that would be okay. So it says
Actually, I want to do that.
the set comes with 60 sheets. So you can use
Oh,
it
for
for
3
like
months.
3 months. So if you buy three, you get to use it for 9 months. That's fun.
Mm.
So I guess it's like a deck of 20. Then I was like, math was not calculating right just
Yeah,
now. But the
I'm not good
travel
at math.
one is kind of like a hint at the memory one that they're doing next
Yes.
year, right? Because it's realistic photos a little bit, or is it
Yes.
drawn? I can't actually quite tell from the
I think
photos.
it is photos. I think
Mm.
I should just order all 3 of these and get back to you guys. And it looks like this is not a pre-order. This is like out right now,
Oh,
as far as I can tell on the Cute Things from Japan website, because it
these are
says buy
really
it now.
add to
So you
cart.
can do that.
Anyway, it's super cute, and
Ah,
she wrote like in the description how like from
mhm.
the president who made this, like they actually hand put together like every single sheet, like they layer it
Really?
on manually or
Oh
something like
wow,
that.
that gives me respect for them. Production is a lot of work.
Yes.
It really is.
So it's very interesting. Oh, in the sample photo, someone uses it as like a bookmark. Like you can place it like using the sticky part. It's essentially a fuzen, right? Like kind
Oh
of like a little
yes.
sticky memo flag thingy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is cute. This is the way to get the mid-year Himekuri non-users.
Totally.
If you want to like
Yep,
try
that
it
would be
out.
me.
Oh, because you don't have it, right? From this year.
Yeah, I had it the previous year that no one else had it, and then this year when everyone has it, I don't have it. I'm just a lone wolf.
Yeah, well, I'll get all 3 and let us know how they are. Like, is it the
Sweet.
same? Is it easy to write on? I think that would be another question. Like,
Well,
the
you
sticky,
told me to do it, so I have to.
we know Kelly will. Okay, all right. Moving on to my own item. So I want to show you
Yes.
guys that I was very affected, I think subconsciously, by the pen addict Brad, because I actually thought I got influenced by you, but you were talking about another Delde pen case. But we didn't talk about
Oh.
SMAND, have we?
That's a really weird name.
The SMAND. It
No,
is
this looks
like,
similar to what I was talking about, but it's not quite the same.
so I actually don't know why it's called the SMAND, but I just know that during one of
Oh, I do. Smartphone stand.
Right, that sounds simple. I just thought
That's
something like
why.
a stand, but like a smartphone
Sumaho,
stand.
yeah, Sumaho stand.
So it's a pen case by Delde in this really cool like triangular shape,
Hmm.
that kind of stands upright. But then on one side there's like a flap. The design is that there's this extra flap that you can flip down, so it's like laying flat on the desktop. And then it has these little rubbery
So that it
lines
won't slip.
or grooves where you can comfortably rest your phone on so it wouldn't slip, so you can, I don't know, read today's news, watch Netflix, or like do whatever you want on your phone while it sits on your desk. I
That's amazing.
Brad from Fanatic keep like saying it in a very weird way, like this man, like he keeps saying it, and it subconsciously just like creeped into my mind, so I had to have it. But I'm honestly quite pleasantly surprised at the capacity of it. Like it's a it's a zipper case, so once you
Hmm.
open it, kind of has like this little pocket, and then you
Hmm.
can like literally kind of slide your pen out and have them like kind of, you don't have to like really dig to find your pen. You can kind of like hold it horizontally and it could all kind of like cascade out in a very
That looks
gentle
like
way.
what I do with my fountain pens.
You just heard a lot of pens rolling around. But you know, although this is designed for smartphones, what I've seen other
Hmm.
people do is using this as like a pen holder. You know how like pens roll around on your desk?
Hmm.
So what I've seen is people using it as like a fountain pen kind of
That's pretty sweet.
stopper, and so it kind of just rests really nicely on that surface where it's intended for you to rest your phone or something. So
April, did you mean to match your pen with your top just now? Because they match perfectly.
green and green, and so there's like 6 colors. There's a black and a very nice cool beige, but then the others are really poppy, and the one I have is like a lime green with this turquoise teal, and then it kind of looked kind of greenish when you kind of mix the teal and yellow together. So I really
Yeah,
like it. I've
it's
been wanting
it's
a
super fun.
pen case. I was debating getting the one that you have. or
That's
buy
because it's so good.
this interesting one. So there's my stuff for
Yeah.
this week. How about you?
Oh man. So why am I not remembering? Oh yes.
I
Okay.
thought you
We
have
got
this
there.
already, Kelly.
I do. I do have this already. So
Wait, I thought you
I
had this like last year, or are you?
no. Nope. You're thinking of you're
Mm.
thinking of a different thing. I swear I've never had this before. This is by Pine Book, which also April doesn't believe me. So of course I had to put stickers all over it.
Already?
But already, yes, that's just what I do. But this is just a black dot grid notebook. It's B6 size. It's pretty thin. I was at Kinokuniya in Portland, and I was like, this is new. And the thing that really caught my attention was these memo sheets
Mm.
that are black paper, and they are printed with silver, and it's like a calendar grid. So of course they
Oh.
got me. um, and they were selling it right next to this black notebook, and I was like, okay, so nice.
Oh, so it's actually two separate items. So the book itself
Yeah.
is a black dot grid, and then the calendar page is like terrible memo notes with calendar
Yes.
grids.
And yeah, it's not a sticky note. You do have to glue it in yourself,
I
but
see. Hmm.
it does come with. Hold on, let me show it. The memo sheets do come with these little stickers, so you can like put the month on there, and then
Pastel on
there's
black sort of
yes,
stickers.
and it's got like little birthday, holiday, event, little stars, little slashes for dates. So of course they got me with that one. It wasn't terribly expensive because it's just a notebook and some memo sheets. I'm like, all right, let's do this thing. So of course, who knows what I'm gonna use this for, but I think I was saying in a Patreon post where I was doing my Techo Kaigi that I just posted, I was thinking about having this as kind of a supplement because it's a B6 size with my Bushimen and Kokuyo PAL planner that April talked about before because I ordered it on a blank note.
Yes.
Psych. Pre-ordered, I should say.
So yeah, the planner that I mentioned is apparently available for pre-order on a blank note and Yoseika. So if you're interested, you should go check it out.
Sources.
I
Yeah,
totally forgot that this is a B6 size. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I know. That's why I've got my hand stitched leather tee, leather cover.
For some reason, I keep thinking of it as A5, and then I realized, no, that's the Hank's diary. That's A5.
Yeah, you've got to get on your B6 covers now, people, because it's going to be one of those years where everybody's about it.
It really has been on everyone's like top of mind last year. It was like, we want a B6, and then there you go, B6 planners everywhere.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought you have this. The black dot grid notebook. Is it the pilot one that you have?
I do.
Remember, because I was showing off my Archer and Olive Neapolitan paper, and I was like, "Oh, I have the black paper," and then you said, "No, you have the pilot one." Or is it a Pine Book one?
I do. Hi, Elliot. I do.
You're not done?
I do technically have. I think I do have a pilot black paper. No, is it a notebook or is it like a pad? I have something like that, but it's not the same thing. April, it's a different company. I just really like collecting black paper.
Fine.
Don't at me.
We'll at you very aggressively. All right, back to the programming. Something I want, Kelly. I really want it. I really want the Ankara My Fountain Pen Sailor Prophet Junior color combos. They released it. So Ankara is that Sailor physical store in Ginza, Japan, that they sell, like, you can buy inks there, you can buy limited edition fountain pens there, Sailor branded, and then they have this like kind of station where you can put together parts of like colored parts, like the section, the pen body, the cap, and all that, to create your own Sailor Prophet Junior. And for this summer, they had a little campaign, and they came out with 3 color combos using those parts to make 3 really cute colored fountain pen designs. So There's one that's like has a blue body, white cap, and like a beigey tip, because the Sailor Prophet Junior looks kind of like a cigarette, so it has a really like sharp, a little sharp kind of bullet-like tip. And then
Mm-hmm.
the other one is like a pink cap, bright pink body. I think that one's a little too loud for me. And then like
Yeah, it's a bit much.
a blue tip. But the last one, Kelly, is so charming. It's like a demonstrator cap, I think, and then
I
it's
think the
got
whole pen is a
a
demonstrator.
little bit of a clear body, I think. Yeah, because the green
Mm-hmm.
part is also a clear lime green, and the top is this little like little spot of hot neon pink. And you were
Yes,
absolutely correct when you said that it looks like a three-color dangle, and I
it
totally
does.
agree.
It does. It looks just like that. I personally, these are like, I don't know. I'm not crazy about the in the US it's called the Sailor Compass.
They're much cheaper, right? They're like about
Yeah. They're
$40.
affordable. I think they're about 40-ish
Mm-hmm.
bucks. But I of course I love custom color combos. But this isn't totally blowing my dress up, but I see the appeal.
But they came up with a thing when they put like
Yes.
that they kind of demoed by fitting into these three pens, and it's Sailor Converter custom designs, or limited edition designs for the summer. So you know the converter you put into the pen where you can like suck up your own ink if you're not using a cartridge, and they usually
Mm-hmm.
are clear so you can see how much ink is coming up. So what Sailor did is that they released three different styles with like the twisty part being different colors, like there's pink,
Mm-hmm.
green, and blue. But on the clear converter part, they put funnel illustrations. So the pink one is ice cream, the green one is melon soda, and the blue one is penguin in like a little swimming circle
It's
thing.
it's like literally the most you converter set that's ever
This
come out.
set is like they are like attacking me, like personally, like
They
April.
personally attacked April.
And they knew I bought a bunch of Sailor pens this year.
Yeah. So okay, you're for sure gonna get the melon soda, right?
I want all
And
three.
and probably for sure the penguin, and
And
then
then the ice cream.
see the ice cream is the one I want most. And I was like, see why I want that? He was like, yeah, you and everyone else. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like a three-tiered ice cream thing. You know what? Let's
Yeah.
put together an order and ask Esther to help us get it.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh.
Ah,
Seriously, I'm on board with the. I feel like that would look cute in my habanero, the pink ice
the,
cream one.
the thing is, I don't have any Sailor pen that's like a demonstrator, so I don't get
Isn't
to.
that Yoseka?
Uh, not
Kinda,
kind of.
sorta.
It's not us see through. I mean, it is slightly more see through, I guess, but I still feel like it's a little bit opaque. I guess the melon soda one would come through. So the thing is the special colors of the Prophet Junior, the one that they
Hmm.
put together, the dangle one that I like, the three-color one.
Hmm.
The last day to order is today, like right
Oh
now.
what?
So
April, you gotta get
I need
it.
to get on it. So I'll have to
Can we
message.
order it in the U.S.? Like, or do you have to order
No,
it through
you have to
someone?
do like a third party, like
Like
Black
a
Ship
white
or
rabbit or
White
whatever.
Rabbit or whatever.
Okay,
So
that's
this is
fair.
this is kind of like me trying to call on some favors from Japan, see if they could like put some order in. But I really want the converters. They're so
I know they're
cute.
so cute. I'm sure a million people added April for those.
They did, yeah. I got a bunch of direct messages, and it's just like I know, I saw those. I want them.
They're so cute.
Yeah. Anyway, well, what do you want? Oh wait, you already got them.
Eh. Yeah, spoiler alert, I placed an order. Okay, this is entirely the fault of this really cute customer that came in with her, I think it was her daughter and some other family people.
Hey, we're not the only ones enabling here. You're the customers,
No,
the listeners.
customers. Everybody enables me. So, she was asking about Hobonichi, like, when are you guys gonna get it? I'm like, yeah, we are gonna get it, but not for a little bit. And so she was showing me her Hobonichi, which I always love when customers do this because I love being a creep and looking at people's stuff. And so she had all these really cute stickers, and I kept being like, where's that one from? I've never seen that. And she said Papershire. And I was like, first of all, that's adorable. Why have I never heard of Papershire? Papershire.com. It is based in the UK, from what I can tell. They do ship to the US. I placed a fairly big order. I couldn't help it because, like, everything's so cute. And the thing that really got me, I ordered a bunch of fall stickers.
Of course you got the Halloween one too, right?
Yes. And they have the functional, like, you know, kind of similar to Happy Diet, or really any sticker shop that has like cute stickers that are functional. Like a cute little bunny with a podcast microphone thing, and what? Yeah, that's the one I got 2 of, so I could give one to you. But
thank you.
So I don't know. There's way too much cute stuff. I super recommend checking it out because
the bunny is one of the main character, right? Vanilla is the name.
Yes.
And the thing that how she drew the bunny is like the eyes is like the whole eye is the iris, like there's no whites of the eye. They look a little creepy, like they're like kind of like Coco in Animal Crossing, the coconut bunny.
Totally.
So yeah, vanilla. So I thought that was kind of cute. In the like spooky cute. Is that a way to say it?
Totally.
Spooky cute. So I can see how this is up your alley.
Oh yeah, it totally called out to me. Like one of the things in that lady's planner was like, I think she had one of these cottage shelves doodle stickers that just or just these little kind of, it's not like washi tape, I guess, because it's a sticker, but it's just like these little cute decorative things that make you feel like your planner is in somebody's little cottage with like little shelves and vases and things. I don't know. I'm into it. It's adorable. Go check them out.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, and then usually we kind of end the episode with a little bit of fun extra stationery goodies, and you know we're just gonna make this one a very long one. I saw that Kobito stamps, which is what I talked about before, those little wooden Japanese stamps that fits like the sides of an actual postage stamp, so there's always like this straight edge. They came out with the Japan Post Bear versions, which is super cute.
Posukuma. Yes, that's so cute.
Posukuma. So I think there's 3. So you have Posukuma, the bear, Mr. Postman, kind of riding this bike, delivering, and then you can like stick the actual postage stamp on the back seat of his bike. And then there's this other one where he's just kind of sitting next to the postage stamp, and the other ones where he like peeks out from the side. Super adorable, especially when
those are cute.
When they paired it with the Posukuma 1 yen stamp that came out. Super cute.
It is precious. It is very cute.
I think it appeals to like the fact that they use the Kuma as like their mascot just wins, you know. It's like a super adorable teddy bear that delivers your stamps, like your postage stuff.
Reminds me of what is that bear in Japanese Disneyland called again?
Oh. Yes.
Oh my god. I feel so bad for not remembering.
No, we know what you're saying. In Disney Sea only. Disney Sea character. Duffy.
Oh my gosh. Sorry to my Japanese listeners for not knowing.
I mean, it took us a little bit to recall, but we know exactly who you're talking about. And I have Duffy at home. And yeah, it does remind me of Duffy a little bit.
Yeah, in a way that it's, you know, just that teddy bear icon. Cute.
I love it. Okay, and then finally you.
Okay. So here's the thing. Are pencil sharpeners exciting? No. But this one is. So Yoseka released this thing by a brand called Kutsuwa that's called K apostrophe Zool. Kazool. I don't know. So it's just your standard pencil sharpener, but it's not. So you can choose between 5 different pencil point lengths which is super dope. And
Mm.
like the really cool thing about this is apparently there's a push button on the dial to eject broken off pieces of pencil tips, which, okay, anyone who's ever sharpened a pencil in their life knows when you're doing the thing and then it's like, and then there's the chunk in there and you have to like open it and get the chunk out and it's this whole thing.
You mean
I
when it breaks in there, right?
Yes. I really, really want this just so that would happen and I could see how it works.
So you can eject it.
Yes, because, you know, Japanese engineering of products is always so amazing and mind-blowing, and this is one of those examples.
It's
And
so
like,
tiny and it's so hard to
yeah.
imagine you can adjust like 5 different points with this whole
Yeah, I
thing.
know.
It's a demonstrator style kind of clear
It is a
white
demonstrator.
clear white
Yeah.
case, and then has this little angle where you insert your pen, and then the top. Yeah, I would carry this for my
Yeah.
art supplies, like my urban sketching
I for
supplies.
sure want to get one of these. Like,
I just
no doubt about it.
I just placed a Yoseka order before knowing about this.
No,
Darn it.
you failed.
I
Oh, they have a lot of good stuff right. Oh, because you just got those OG-san baristas, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
They're so cute.
So many stickers.
Oh, man.
What do you call it? The adult stickers. Not like
Yes.
adults, like porn adults, but like
Oh,
but stickers for adults. You know, the cheer up like drinks and the Japanese food theme where like
and
they
the otsukare-sama desu.
yeah, they tell you like you did well today, you know, that kind of adult stickers. Oh my gosh, I realized how
Yes.
weird. And I also bought the Mount Fuji eraser set.
Yeah, you sent me that and I was like, what's the big deal? It's just got Tokyo on the
It's
package.
so cute. 3 different packagings with the Tokyo design,
Oh
and then
my
you get the red
gosh.
Mount Fuji eraser.
See, that didn't win me over, but I can see the appeal.
It appealed to me for sure.
Oh man.
Oh, and just before we sign off, and then before I like talk about the whole hiatus thing again,
Mhm.
did you get to? So have you changed your verdict on the Twisty Swipe? Because I just saw that Yoseka has them, and have you tried them yet?
I have tried it. Because we have it at Oblation. It's a pen that like I get it, but I don't want it. Like it does not hold any appeal for me as an owner of several Twisby Ecos.
So how
What?
does the spring work? Is it just submerged in ink?
Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen Drew's video, Drew Brown,
They were like playing with it,
of
yeah.
Goulet pens. Because if you push it without any ink in it, if you push down on the pushy converter and like let go, it'll
will
go
like
pew and and it seems kind of unstable or not
Secure.
totally. Yeah, it's not totally secured. So I don't know. And it also, okay, here's my pet peeve about these pens. They released ink cartridges for this pen, and they say, oh, it's standard international size, cool. Except, psych, it's not at all, because it is standard international size, but it's super thick and giant, and it's like, okay, so you could not fit this in a Kaweco, probably, because it's huge. So it's like, you're trying to make it so that you can use it in anything, but you can't. I don't know, that just kind of annoyed me, but why? What, did you change your tune on this pen?
No,
April?
I'm just curious because I wonder if you got to play with it and stuff. I was just always curious about that thing where the spring is submerged in the ink, you know.
I know. Yeah, I haven't really checked that out too much. I think we just put a cartridge in our tester. So.
I see.
Yeah.
I think I did see Yoseka's demo of them also playing with the springy stuff and letting it like spring
I know.
out.
It'll fall out of there.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope some of our friends. Oh, maybe we'll see it at a pen show.
Just buy a Twisby Eco. They're better.
Kelly giving you the hot takes again.
Again. Nobody asked for it, but here it is.
Anyway, that is it for today's happy hour episode. As always, we really appreciate your support. Kelly and I will have a Patreon where we do extra stuff too. But if you enjoy listening to the episode, that would be a good place to support us, and we would really appreciate it. And like I mentioned earlier in this episode, Kelly and I, mostly April, wants to take like a little break after almost a year and like 2/3
Yeah.
of doing the Stationery Cafe podcast. I really enjoyed it, and I actually already have so many people lined up to do some recordings for the
Yay.
regular episodes. And Kelly and I are gonna have so much fun with the Hobonichi launch party, which you can check
Oh my
out
gosh, I'm so looking forward to it.
if you are part of our Patreon community or the Discord community. You would see that Kelly and I will be doing a live, kind of like a preview, review, watch party event.
Yeah.
The day the whole thing came out, so that will be fun. So you'll still see us around. It's just that there wouldn't be any episodes releasing between August 16th till September 12th, which is around the week I come back from New York. So
Yeah.
in advance, I apologize for the lack of content for you guys to listen to. But if you come join the Discord community, or check us out on Instagram, we will probably be there squealing about latest new items or something
Oh
like
yes.
that.
Yes, and I just want to say, of course, I think that April definitely deserves a break because she's been working her butt off for over a year, and for a long time this was basically like your job, but you weren't getting paid to do it.
It's a passion project.
Yes, yes. So
And
I think it's totally understandable that you're going to want to take some time off, and you get to go to New York with Elliot. So that's super cool.
2 fun trips to anticipate. So,
Yeah.
I am gonna so enjoy this little break, but then also, meanwhile, I
Yes.
have so much work to do right before I really sign off from work and stuff.
Yeah.
So, this break is really gonna help me out a lot by getting all my
Yeah.
ducks in a row before I embark on the San Francisco Pen Show and then embark on the New York.
Yes.
Elliot doesn't know that, but New York City stationery trip.
Of course, of course. Yeah, he's kidding himself.
So that's basically it. Feel free to add us anytime on Instagram. I'm at Penguins Creative,
Yes.
and Kelly is Kelly Love Letters. If you see anything exciting about the Hobonichi, like, we want to gush about it with you. So
Oh yeah, I want to talk about everything with everybody, and I can only talk about a small fraction. But Animal Crossing.
And so, again, thank you for listening to this episode. We really enjoyed doing it. We're really happy to be back, and we'll see you again after September
Yay.
12th. Bye, Kelly.
Yes.
See you
Bye, April.
next month.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.